Alright. Third time trying to make this video, my phone keeps messing up. Birds just ate. They've been on I put them on the landing board for the fourth time and they trapped in pretty good. I think I want to attempt to fly them this weekend maybe. I think I'm gonna do the bucket method because of I got some late hatch 2019s in here with the 2020s, and you know they're developed a whole lot more. And I'm finding with this loft, the way I built it with the bigger aviary, they're getting pretty strong on the wing pretty fast, and I don't want them to fly off. So I'm gonna put some soap and water in a bucket and soak them in it and put them out on the landing board, and hopefully that'll make them stick around long enough to figure out what it looks like outside the loft. And switching gears, I want to thank Small Loft Pigeon Racing. He shot me out on one of his videos he just made. He shot out a lot of guys that I watch also, and I don't know. It got me thinking. It got me thinking about, you know, the pigeon thing, and it got me thinking about YouTube and how they kind of correlate. You know, I knew about pigeon racing when I was younger. My great grandfather come from Belgium, and he raced birds in Detroit, and so I always knew at one point in my life I'd get into it, but I always made an excuse and or find something else to do. And but I found these pigeon guys on YouTube. One of the first ones I found, I'm talking 5 years ago. Maybe longer, I'm not even sure, but B-Rod. I found B-Rod, and then I found Skywatcher. And, you know, and you just keep finding all these other guys. And I'll tell you a story. I found Ham's Flight Kit Box, watching his videos, and I decided, you know, enough's enough. You know, all these guys with the YouTube videos, man, they're driving me crazy. I got to get some birds. So first thing I did, I contacted my local pigeon racing club, and they had a Facebook deal, and I found them on that, and they invited me to a auction. So I go down to this auction and meeting all the guys. You know, they're all great guys, awesome people, do anything for you, those kind of guys. And I keep hearing this guy's voice. Man, that guy sounds familiar. Where have I heard this guy from? I mean, turned out to be Ham. I met a guy that I've been watching for years in my own club. I mean, I thought that was pretty amazing, pretty crazy. And I introduced him as like, man, I introduced myself as, I said, I think I know you from your YouTube videos. But pretty cool moment, you know. And you know, everybody talks about how pigeon racing or just this hobby, the birds in general, is kind of a dying sport or dying hobby. But you know, our club is growing. That's what these guys keep saying. And if you look at other YouTubers like the guy in Florida, home and pigeon races, you know, every time he puts out a video, he gets pretty good numbers, you know. And Manny Loft in Australia, he puts out a video every day, and every day you just look at his numbers, and you're like, man, there's a lot of people interested in birds. And I think it goes with the YouTube. Like, if it wasn't for, you know, everybody expressing themselves on these YouTube clips and showing the hobby and showing how fun it is and how cool it is, you know, it sparks a fire in people who might not have ever known about this, or people who used to do it, you know. And I mean, B-Rod, he reached out to me through the messenger, just because I always comment on his videos, and hell, we talk on the phone sometimes. How cool is that? And but I think the sport's growing. I think the hobby's growing, and I think YouTube is because of it. I think that's awesome, and like man, there's so many of you I watch, like the Tippler gang, B-Rod's brother, Tippler man. Man, he's got a lot of people watching his videos. On the LOFT, he's a Homer guy, but he's got a lot of Tipper things too going on, and I've been watching these guys for a long time. A new guy I've been watching, GPS LOFT. He seems like a young guy, and I guarantee, well, I mean, I don't know, but I just assume that, like me and a lot of other people, watching these YouTube clips sparked something and made him build a loft, I mean, look at this thing. I ain't no carpenter. I mean, if it wasn't for YouTube, I don't know if I'd have built it. I mean, I didn't build this all to make YouTube videos. I mean, I know I don't put no good content out there. I don't know. I feel like I kind of owe it to if you get one person in the hobby from one of your YouTube clips, I think that's worth it, man. Because I mean, I know B-Rod, people like him, they're the ones that got me into it. And like Adrian P, I think he's from Michigan and he's Romanian. And my dad's side of the family's Romanian, and my whole family's originally from Michigan. And so you find these interest in these in people you watch, and I think it's cool. Like Red Star, I mean, he's to the YouTube thing. He's fairly new, and man, his channel took off. I think that's great. Just to watch the sport or the YouTube thing just kind of explode. I mean, you got all these people subscribing to their channels, and not all of them got birds. But I don't know, man. I'm ranting. I'm rambling. It's people like me who they need something to occupy their time, or they'll get in trouble. That's the kind of guy I am. So, my wife, she knows that, and she knows that this keeps me in the backyard and keeps me out of trouble, man. I think a lot more people need to consider this hobby. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So, appreciate you listening. I'm gonna quit ranting. I'm out.